Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. It's the morning app, and do you know why it's going to be a fantastic week?
Why is that?
Why?
Because we are above 60 all week long.
Oh, that's right.
Monday through Friday, it
Not-
is above 60
Not just above 60, but close to 70.
Wait,
on some days.
We're talking like 67, 68, and sunny skies starting Tuesday, at least.
Here's your weather report from the morning app. You're
Yeah, for
welcome.
real.
get hype. Oh my goodness.
It's really awesome. It's like it's finally spring, you know. The pollen's coming in. My car's been getting a lot of pollen hitting it. I thought it was dirty, and then I was like, wait, this dirt is yellow.
Yeah. At least it's
So-
not as bad up here, though.
Yeah.
I'm from
That's
near
true.
Charlotte, and it's already gotten so bad, the pollen.
You can smell it.
Goodness.
See, I haven't gotten hit with the pollen. I got hit with some bird droppings the other day, all on the whole side of my car, because I left my car overnight parked under my parking spot in the gravel lot, and by my parking spot I mean the one I always pick, and I didn't realize that if I left it overnight parked next to the giant light pole, it would get bombarded. So it is not looking very pretty right now.
It's still like that? You haven't...
Yeah, I haven't really done much with it. I've been busy. I figured I'd just leave it as a
Okay.
sign to remember
Right.
that, hey, don't do that again.
Well, okay, I guess. How would that be a warning to other birds not to
Oh,
do it,
they'll
though?
know.
If you're like...
They'll know.
Is it just like the fact that you're displaying it is like, oh, this doesn't bother me?
Yeah, it's just me being like, hey, you know what? You did this, and that's okay. You know what? You don't do it again, though, please.
I don't think it's okay. Yes, because birds are gonna understand what that.
Yeah, they'll know. They'll know. Don't question it, Katie. You know what? We are all good. Don't worry.
Okay.
But we have a great show for you today, and we're kicking it off with, it was a very busy weekend, at least for Katie. I don't know about you, Dovy, but I know Katie did a lot of stuff here on campus.
Well, no, it was like we were talking about how it's gonna be nice this week. It was really nice this weekend.
It
At least
was.
on Saturday, it was so nice. And my dad and we went and ran the App Kids Superhero 5K.
That's right.
And it was like I haven't ran in a long time. I hurt my knee last semester, and I've been trying to get my knee better, and so I haven't really ran that much, but I ran the whole thing, so I was pretty excited about that. And
Nice.
then it was great weather. It started out where it was kind of overcast, so the first part of the run was like cool, so it wasn't too hot. Near the end, the sun started coming out though, and I was like, oh goodness.
Oh boy.
Starting getting sweaty.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really fun. Everyone was dressed up as superheroes. So
Nice.
It was cute.
What I was gonna ask what you were.
Oh yes, so my dad and we were Batman and Robin, and I was Robin, and but it was like Batman and Robin's son because both our last name is Robinson. So
That's
yeah. Anyways, so yeah, that was pretty fun. My dad, he had a cape on for Batman, and he kept putting
Naturally.
his arms out. He's like, I
Nice,
know
as you
Batman
should.
doesn't fly, but he's like, I just felt so cool, and he had a Batman mask on that he wore the entire time. I
That's
don't
a true
know.
legend right there.
yeah, it's
I
gonna
was
be
like-
Dedication.
sticky.
Yeah.
Dude.
And he had to take off his glasses to put it on too, and he's like, that's gonna mess me up later. But
So he's running blind. Okay, I hope Robin was leading him.
no.
Okay.
Robin got left behind.
What?
Robin's not as quick as Batman is.
as it should be.
I let Batman go on ahead.
Nice.
But,
What was the best costume
I was
there?
gonna say, yeah.
Obviously yours.
well, yeah.
Duh.
No. There were a bunch of dogs there, or not a bunch, but there were a couple dogs, and they had little costumes on.
Like super dogs.
Yeah, it was cute.
Nice.
They got little capes and sometimes the full outfits. There was a little boy who was dressed as Deadpool, and he had headphones on. It was really cute, but it was just like this full face Deadpool mask thing. I thought was pretty cool.
I'm
And there was
glad the
also there
Youth
were a
of
lot of
America
Wonder
was-
Womans.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and they had either Batman with them or Superman. I think one person did have Robin with them, but it was never the Batman-Robin combo. So at least we had the monopoly on that.
We really need people to get back on that Marvel train. DC.
I know there really weren't a lot
Yeah.
of Marvel costumes there. I think it's just
Weird.
harder to dress up
Yeah.
as some of those characters. I don't know.
I mean, it is because in all the stores you have Superman, Batman. You can get a Wonder Woman now because of popularity, but you can't really. Maybe you can find a Hulk. Maybe.
Maybe.
Just a big green suit.
That'd
but-
be kind of cool.
That'd be hard to
a
run in, though.
bodybuilder just spray paints themselves green or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be easy to. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to put in 8 months of your life into just working out and
Just for the
steroids.
costume. Okay. Yeah.
and then you do the 5K.
There you go.
But it'd be hard to run with that kind of body build.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, and all the other Marvel superheroes are pretty basic costumes. I mean, Thor just has a cape and maybe a
That was
chest
a little
plate.
more- I don't
Captain
know.
America's
You'd
just
have to
got
get-
the blue shirt type looking thing. Like
It
Iron
can
Man and
be
Hulk are
tricky.
kind of easy, but
Because they all wear I don't know how to explain it. I don't know.
Maybe it's more expensive to get costumes, like Marvel costumes, since they're more popular.
because they're
I don't
better
know.
movies, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It might be easier to get. I don't know. I
Well,
can explain why.
Regardless, you're gonna get way more Superman, Batmans, because those
The
are
classics.
even though the movies aren't necessarily the most popular, they're still worldwide the most popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yes. Well, also on Saturday, I went to the App baseball game. It was against Georgia Southern. You know.
The one we told everyone to go to.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
and
yeah,
so
yeah.
I went. And there are actually a fair amount of people there. I think they were trying to beat their attendance record, which was 1,000 something. And I think they got to 800,
Yeah.
which is still a
Wow.
decent amount of people. The stands were all filled, and a lot of people started getting really into it. You know, there's the hecklers always who are at the
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
game.
You gotta love them.
Which
They're
just
the
makes it
worst.
so funny.
At baseball, they're the worst, dude.
One, no, they're
Wow.
really.
They really are.
They're really mean.
When
yeah.
they're like, hey, batter, batter, hey, batter, batter. Yeah, that's
No.
really going to
Do they,
mess them
yell
up.
at
No,
the kids?
no,
It's
that
just
was not what they were saying.
This isn't the
Well,
20s, Josh.
first of-
Hey, better. Get your paper.
No, they would just start chanting things. I think one guy got struck out, and I don't remember what they were chanting at him, but it was. I was like, okay, we're here now.
They struck out because they were saying, hey, batter, batter, swing.
Yeah.
There was one guy who was doing.
See?
He wasn't saying that specifically. He was
Oh.
trying to call out the pitches. It was like fastball 90.
Yeah. It's all mental. It's just
It's a mental game.
It's a mental
It shouldn't be, though.
No, wait.
Just swing the bat, hit the ball.
Yeah.
oh, you wish it was that easy.
But it made it a lot more fun when people were getting into it. And there were actually some Georgia Southern fans there. I think they may have been parents, but they scored a home run, and then you could see all the Georgia Southern fans suddenly come out of nowhere because up until that point it was 9-1 App, so they were just all being very quiet, and then all of
Ooh.
a sudden they started making a comeback, and then they came out of nowhere.
That 9-1 comeback.
Yeah, but I think the final score was 9-5. So
Okay.
App won.
Nice.
Yay.
Well, good. I feel
But
like
it was really interesting. I thought it was really fun. I don't really know a lot about baseball, but I was still able to follow it, and I was like, this is cool. And
Dovy said it's a mental game.
I guess so. I guess so. And it was a really nice day for it. I think that's something to think about while it's going to be nicer soon, that baseball games are pretty fun.
Yeah, softball games are also pretty
Yeah.
fun, especially with the softball team playing well. They have a
yeah.
huge home series this weekend against the first-rated team in the Sun Belt, undefeated.
Okay.
App softball has only lost 3 games, but they play against the team that hasn't lost any games in the Sun Belt this weekend. So big matchup, and if it's good weather,
Okay, yeah.
it should be pretty fun. But both baseball and softball playing extremely well this year, so hopefully we can go out to a couple of
Yeah.
games and heckle some people.
Okay. Well, we'll start.
Yeah.
Give some chants, maybe.
Gotta
Then we
figure
can
something
start-
out.
Yeah,
We should
yeah.
make some up.
Yeah.
It's a turkey.
What?
It's a turkey. The straw's gonna be a Jabberwocky. That'd be really confusing if it didn't
like,
make any
what?
sense. Yeah.
Oh my.
We got a great show for you. A little bit later, we got Would You Rather, of course, but here we have Free Spirit on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
Back on the morning app, and we've got a ton of construction happening on campus. I was driving around the other day because it was actually a nice day out, and me and my roommate were trying to find some tennis courts. Of course, never did. Drove around for like half
What
an
do you
hour.
mean you didn't find tennis courts?
Like, no, there were none open.
Oh,
Anyway,
open.
There's
Well, that's
nothing
the key
available.
word
I'm
there. I
about to
was
say,
like,
I've seen at least 20.
No, there's definitely not 20.
Around.
Dovy. There's like 12 on campus.
There's 12?
Yeah, 6 over by River Street.
oh, he means the individual courts.
Okay,
like
I'm about to say, like, I thought you were saying
I
like
thought you
12
meant- yeah.
locations.
Yeah.
Wait,
for,
but if you're meaning like
Are you kidding
actual
me?
courts, like there's not 20, Dovy. There's 2 main areas on campus, and they
Okay.
each have made up of 6.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Well, they were
Okay.
all taken. I don't know who thinks they can play tennis on a beautiful day and not let us, but
Well, you should just challenge them next time.
Yeah, just be like, okay, we're gonna play a match,
Get your sweatbands. Get your
2v2.
Yeah.
Whoever wins gets to keep the court.
Yeah. yes.
they were already there though. They'd be like, "Why would I even play you? I already have the court."
But it's a
Just start playing
challenge. You
anyways.
just start.
Just take a
You
pass
gotta
the court.
heckle them first, so then they get knocked down, and they're like, you know what? No, we gotta prove this. We're gonna own this court.
Also, who's going to be against playing a new person or a new player?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Well, if they just want to
If they're
enjoy
really
it and play with
dedicated.
themselves.
But
Boring.
yeah, come on.
All right.
I think if they're truly tennis folk.
Either way, it was frustrating because we just wanted to enjoy the outside, and instead we got stuck inside playing racquetball because there were no tennis courts. But we were driving around, and we were seeing that Owens Fieldhouse is completely gone. There's like one little pile of metal left after they took it down. And
What is this?
Owens Fieldhouse, the one on the near
stadium.
side of the stadium.
You're talking about, this is like the gym?
Okay,
Or-
this is, you know where the football stadium is, right?
Yes.
You know how to enter, you go by stadium lot and everything.
Yeah.
You know those buildings that line the stadium that's closest to stadium lot? Like
Right.
those small ones that took it down. That's Owens Fieldhouse.
Oh.
Those are gone.
Huh.
Yeah. I haven't been on campus much
So no,
either.
yeah, if you
and they're
drive
gone.
by it, you can see straight into the stadium. There's nothing there. They
Yeah.
even took down the
What?
ticket boxes and
Yeah.
everything.
Because they're building a new field house. It's going to be a lot better, a lot nicer. You can probably pull up pictures of it on
Is this what the north end zone is supposed to be?
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to be done with it by 2025. It looks pretty cool. You can actually find it on.
2025.
If
I
you-
think they're trying to finish this north end zone by the beginning of football season.
Yeah,
and
I
then all
think
the
okay.
so.
other
So I'm looking at
construction.
something else, maybe.
Yeah, I think they are changing all of west side of campus. Like Duck Pond Field is now completely gone as well.
Dude, what?
Yeah, it's
That's
all
probably
dirt.
the saddest
Well,
thing to
you-
me. Everyone's upset about Owens Fieldhouse, but Duckmont
You
Field,
can't see
man.
ducks
that
fight
was,
each other anymore. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you probably
The
still
pond's
could
still
it.
there.
Yeah, the duck pond is there.
To be fair,
but
you
the
can never
field.
you can never see the ducks fighting from Duck Pond Field anyway, Dovy,
No.
because Trivet was in the way
Yeah.
and still is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always seen ducks attacking each other. Or
I
something.
don't think I've seen ducks on the actual duck pond field.
Never. No.
Are we
Are we
talking
thinking about the same duck pond? I mean, it's
No,
like
no,
right
okay,
next
okay.
to Trivet.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So you've
so you
got
have
in
duck
that little lake
pond,
area,
then
the pond.
Trivet, and then duck pond field. Like,
Oh, so that's like in front of.
yes.
No, I've seen it like Duck Pond. I've seen.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I'm
Gosh,
getting-
you don't
I'm
go on
getting
campus, do you?
Dude, I've only been going to this building, the Beasley
Oh,
building,
yeah.
for like the past couple semesters because, once you get to the end zone of your senior year, junior year, all your
Yeah,
classes are pretty much
you don't
here,
go
depending on
any-
what
yeah.
you're studying. So.
Yeah, I go Beasley and Walker. I don't really know
Yep,
what the.
yeah.
I really
Dude.
got to go by the library sometime actually to get bookstore to pick up something, but I never go over
Yeah.
there, so I never will. But Owens Field is completely gone, and the way they took it down kind of shocked me because I didn't know how they were going to take it down. They literally just took a crane and started whacking it against the building. Like they just took a crane and it like ran it into the building and took it down
That
that
sounds
way.
fun.
So, which is kind of shocking to me because I didn't know how they did it.
Yeah.
But I guess it's as simple as taking a crane and just hitting it against the brick building and knocking it down that way.
I guess you could do it any way you want, really.
But
as long as it goes down.
I mean,
Because there wasn't anything around it, so you wouldn't have to worry about running into another building or anything.
but then it got me thinking because you have the giant Eggers and Bowie building that you also have to take down because they're getting rid of those two and putting in bigger ones.
They're
But
gonna completely redo.
And Gardner and Coltrane, right?
Maybe.
Coltrane, Gardner, Winkler, Justice
Winkler,
and
hold on.
East.
That's not Winkler. I thought they
There were
already
those-
tore down Winkler.
Well, those are all
They're gonna
the
do it.
those are all the ones that they're gonna eventually replace, basically. Like
I thought
that
they already
existed before.
Replaced.
I think Justice and East are also.
But those are some really tall buildings. So are they just going to get a massive crane and knock it down? I want to see.
crane.
I want to go back to the days with the wrecking ball. That's what I want to do. And I wish they had done that. I want either a wrecking ball or I want some dynamite up in it, because I think they could even make it into a vent here at App. You know what they could do? They could literally be like, hey, you can paint and spray paint anything you want on this building because they're tearing it down, and then have everyone come and view them blowing it up.
Bro, or just give everybody a sledgehammer and just let them like bust the
Yeah,
doors
that
immediately.
sounds.
If we did that, Dovy, they'd start just busting down the bottom, then the whole top and the whole building falls down on
the
everybody
people-
else.
Yeah, it's a liability.
Well, it would still
concern.
be fun.
I mean, yeah.
In theory, yes. That would
Yeah,
be
I don't know,
great.
but I do like that spray painting idea, or just again, just make it a free expression building and just
Yeah.
destroy it.
Make it a viewing event here on App's campus, but I guess they would need a wrecking ball. I really think they're just gonna. I think they're gonna be boring with it, and they're gonna take a giant crane and just start hitting the top of it, knocking it down. But see, if you hit it from the top, you're still gonna have debris flying everywhere. So I guess you really have to clear that area. Like I just don't know how.
Are they going to knock
it.
them into each other? Because they're pretty
No.
close by.
I don't. They wouldn't do that. That
How
would
would
just
they
cause way
not,
more
like-
chaos.
How would they not end up like the buildings? I don't know.
I guess you would hit it away, so you would start the crane on maybe the near side by the lot, and then knock it backwards into the forest. I don't know. I'm really curious, but I just want some mayhem.
So, man, we want to see destruction.
We do. I want to see it blown up or a giant wrecking ball, but I don't think they're going to have a giant wrecking ball. I think they're just going to hit it with a crane and be done with it.
Yeah. Whatever gets the job done, I guess. But
That's not fun.
I know it's not. It's really just.
Boring, because I saw what they were doing at Owen Field. They literally just took a stick and started whacking
What
it.
if I do it
Stick.
differently?
I feel like stick is the wrong word there.
They took a pole.
Okay.
I don't know. But they're going to rip down those two buildings, plus all the others that you mentioned. It's going to be weird. At Duck Pond Field, we drove by it too. They had flattened it out, and then when I drove by it the other day looking for tennis courts, they had a giant pile of dirt in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why flatten it out just to bunch it all up and put some dirt in the middle?
Yeah, I'm sure they have a plan.
Doesn't look like it right now.
It's just funny that it's going from West Side being like the freshman side of campus where all the freshman dorms are to like they're going to be getting new dorms, all new dorms. So it's going to be the nicer side all of a sudden.
Dude,
You
I
know?
like the West better. The West
Yeah.
was always better than the East.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
Indeed.
people are going to like fight us on
Yeah.
that. Like we get a
No.
bunch of angry calls
No,
like East side, West side.
Just
Yeah.
say West Side. What? What's going on?
No, it definitely was. I liked where it was in relation to things. Although I lived in Gardner, so that hill was not fun. But
Well, I lived in Eggers, and that
Yeah,
eight-story
yeah.
building with the elevators always broken and the hill you have to
You
get
gotta
up
get like
to it.
you gotta go up this hill and then you gotta take stairs to get to the stairs.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
That's the best.
a tough life. But we all had great calves freshman year.
Yeah, we did. True that.
Dude,
If we could go back.
we use those to take down the building. Just get all the calves
the
from the
freshmen.
freshmen just to start kicking it with the back of their legs against the walls. That'll do the trick.
We got Would You Rather on the other side of the break.
Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
It is time for Would You Rather. I think I got some good ones today. Better than usual. Okay.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see about that.
We'll be the judge of that.
All right. Would you rather have to sew all your clothes or grow all your own food?
Boy.
So close.
Grow food.
What? I'm growing food.
Yeah, I'm growing my own
That's
food.
a lot of work for something that you have to have every day, okay? Clothes, you can just knock it all out, like take a day and just sew. I also sew sometimes. Like I mean like little things, and I like hand embroider. But anyways, sew.
But
I don't mind it. But so you just knock it all out, get a few clothes, whatever.
you're so wrong.
I'm so
How would you
wrong.
make pants, though?
Okay,
You know?
you literally,
Pants aren't that hard.
what you're wearing right now, the sweatshirt, the leggings, you have to sew all of it. You have to literally get the fabric, put it together, cut it, and sew it all together to make it look like
I mean,
clothes.
I would just have simpler clothes then. You just gotta take the L.
I don't even think. I think if
my knitting.
me and Dovy tried, I don't think I could make a shirt. I don't think I could make a basic T-shirt.
Dude, I don't think I can make anything.
Right? That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know. Maybe socks. Maybe socks.
That's harder than anything else, I feel like.
I don't know. Just like a tube. Like you just knit it. in
Yeah,
a
I guess you
tube.
just put it
I don't
Wait,
know.
so are we saying that knitting and crocheting is okay
Dude,
in
like
this?
what do you do? You have a job interview, right? You gotta have like a suit. How do you
Yeah, you gotta-
do you know what I mean?
He's going unemployed.
Check this out. You have to grow your own food, potatoes. That's it. Just potatoes,
You
potatoes,
get so
potatoes.
bored of potatoes.
But you would
so
survive.
bored.
But you could look.
You
but
would
But you would. But you would do it with some
and-
style. You got clothes. So you
What I'm
want,
saying,
you know?
grow your own food. If you don't just want vegetables, I'm putting in the category that you can raise animals and then kill
Yeah.
them, and then I think that counts.
I couldn't do that. I could
Yeah,
not.
that'd be. I mean, I'd probably have chickens. I guess you. But here's the thing, you would basically have to commit to like a farm life.
Yeah,
You know, which could be relaxing.
gardening's fun.
It is fun.
You just put plants in the ground, you water them, and
You could easily make a pizza. If you made your own food,
you
it's
have to
not that
grow
hard.
your-
Let's
yeah,
say,
but you have to grow your own food, so you have to get the dough.
yeah.
I don't know how
make
you
your dough.
grow
You can make dough.
How? I guess bread maker,
Yeah.
dough maker.
No, I mean just flour, water.
You think just
That's
putting,
it, right?
You think
I
just
don't
putting
know.
flour and water? No, I
Flour,
don't think
water. I
that's
mean,
just
it's a
it.
lot of it.
That's
I mean, you.
That's too simple.
Think about like, I don't know.
We'd have to do a lot of research on this.
Dude, but that's the thing. Then you become like the master chef. People would come to your farm because they're like, dude, this guy, he has to make his own food to survive. Like he will die if he buys any food product. This guy makes everything from scratch. You got to check it out. You could make a crazy restaurant out of that.
And you know what else? We would be looking really good while we farm because
That's
we have
right.
our own clothes already.
They just
Exactly.
be ruining them with farm work.
But
No, my overalls are still really nice.
that's what I'm saying, dude. You could. I mean, you'd also just be eating organic food constantly. You know
You'd
what
be
I mean?
really healthy.
Yeah, you would. You'd be looking like Paul Rudd at 50. He just turned 50 2 days ago.
Of course, he's coming back to
We
farm.
had to bring it up on
We had him
somewhere.
Bring it up, man. He looks great.
And see, if you're sewing, you're stressed from all the sewing because you're not getting it right. You're gonna be
Your
stressed
fingers
eating.
are gonna get tired.
I'd be eating so much candy while I sew, just crying my eyes out because I can't knit a simple sock.
But you can eat whatever you want. That's
Yeah.
the thing, man.
Nah, I'd rather be healthier, grow my own food, and still look fly.
That's right. Just like imagining Josh in like a Gucci turtleneck,
Oh my goodness.
plowing the
That
fields,
doesn't mean that you have unlimited money to spend on.
planting oregano or whatever first.
All right, well, I'm picking food. Dovy's
Yeah.
picking food. Katie's
food
gonna
all
sew. Okay,
Yeah, I don't like cooking food.
that's fair. Would you rather explore space or the ocean?
The ocean.
Boy, I was about to say, I don't know.
I'm picking the ocean.
I kind of want to do the ocean. So
Space would take too long.
it would. I would. That's
It also
exact-
terrifies me to be like not on the earth.
I
I
feel-
think just I feel like looking back, you like see the earth in the distance and be like, I'm not there. This is weird. I think
Okay.
that would totally unhinge me.
That's
and
how I
would
feel on
just,
a plane.
Yeah, see that same feeling but worse. Ugh.
I would, yeah, if you go to space, I feel like it would just get old, you know, like, oh, go to a planet. You know, like
go to a
after
okay,
a while,
no.
I mean, just saying, like after a while, you're just like, oh, like there's another
more
star,
dirt,
you know,
yeah.
whatever. But I feel like if you go into the ocean, you're like, dude, what is that fish? Why is it glowing? You know?
It'd be terrifying. The
Yeah, it's not like,
is-
oh, what is that star? Why is it glowing? Yeah.
Well, dude, I would totally go to the ocean if I could, especially like go to the really deep parts of the ocean. Because dude,
Well, that's
the
what I mean by
ocean's-
explore it.
The ocean's ancient, man. It's like it's scary when you think about it.
Well, over what 50%, 70% is
It's closer to 70.
has never been explored. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And you're
Probably
also
even higher than 70%.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a ridiculous
a lot of that cosmic horror genre, like the H.P. Lovecraft, is like actually they say like that there's like aliens that live deep down in the Earth's ocean and stuff like that because it's just like so mysterious. I would love to. I think it's one of those things where you can also just have a lot of fun in too.
Well, I guess
you
they
know?
wouldn't really be aliens if they lived on Earth.
No, I don't know.
I guess the
Maybe
only
we're-
issue. Oh, good point, Katie. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
The only issue we have with ocean exploration is, I guess, the pressure, right? We can't go down that far because of the pressure
Yeah.
that is
Well, and
down
also
there.
you just can't. It gets so dark.
Yeah, but that's why
like-
we have lights.
Well, but I mean, even
I bring my flashlight.
yeah, you'd need more than that. That's the problem.
My
They
headlamp.
can't- It's like too
GoPro.
dark, like advanced darkness.
My phone has a
They
flashlight.
don't have no.
This
that would
isn't
not-
just
Yeah,
your
but that's an
everyday
that's an
ordinary. What was that
This is-
SpongeBob quote? He's like, "This isn't your average everyday darkness. This is advanced
Advanced, yep.
darkness."
See, but
I
yours.
can't hear you. It's dark in here. That's also what he says. Anyway.
But see, your Android flashlight wouldn't work. The iPhone flashlight probably would down
Oh,
Get out of here. You probably have to pay 50 cents to use it.
Okay.
there. Apple has it already explored
Yeah.
down there. They're like, oh,
Oh
sorry,
my.
can't go any
It costs
further.
money to use your flashlight now.
No, but I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was like, it was too dark
That's
for
crazy.
you to be able to see even with.
Even with a flashlight?
But yeah, like even with,
Really?
yeah. And
Yeah.
also that you've got the pressure concerns, and then they started seeing really crazy fit.
The
I think they were just
ocean-
afraid.
The ocean is like the opposite of space, basically. It's just like
No, space is very
the
cold.
other version of. It's just like the other way, if you think about it.
yeah.
It gets darker as you go in that direction. It gets more impossible to survive as you go into that direction.
I feel like space is dark too, though.
That's
If
what I'm
the-
saying.
Okay.
Yeah, like if you think about it, it's like the water level, and depending on which way you go, it's kind of like the same thing happens.
Yeah. Okay. I thought you meant
Isn't that
like
weird?
they're opposites, where you go down in the ocean, it's
just got-
dark, but if you go up in the space, it's really just bright.
No.
That's how.
Oh, yeah.
They both get dark as you. I don't know.
That makes sense.
Weird thought.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But no, yeah,
fine.
I'd probably go into the ocean. I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
The ocean
Yeah.
would be cool.
Quicker too.
Yeah.
Like,
you wouldn't-
space
it's
just
not
takes
like
forever, yeah.
dedicating your life
And you're
to
nice and
it.
clean when you get out.
Nice and salty.
You get that nice
Really?
little salty hair, that beach hair.
Oh, yeah.
All right, last one, real quickly. Would you rather be an unknown Major League Baseball player or a famous badminton star?
Okay, but
Badminton.
even
Badminton star.
all
boy.
day
but
long.
even a
Dude.
famous badminton star is really still not that famous. Like who?
Wow.
I don't know.
Offensive.
I would finesse that, dude.
How? Who do you know that's a famous badminton? Like, can you name
Okay,
a badminton?
I can't name a
No.
famous badminton star, but if you Google it, who's the best badminton player in the world, he comes up and he's making millions.
Bro, it's
but
also
it's like
the
with a
perfect
very
level of fame.
small.
it's the perfect level of fame. You don't have to worry about paparazzi. You don't got to worry about but if you bring it up like, I'm actually the best badminton player in the world, and they're like, what? Get
That's
out.
like-
They Google you and they're like, oh my God.
That's
Are
like
you serious?
beginning of the very first day of class. Hey, what's your secret talent? I'm actually rated the #1 badminton player in the world.
I would just always wear like really short shorts and
Oh
like
no!
a headband.
No.
And just
to let people know.
with the badminton, be like,
You have to have a pocket one where it extends out your badminton stick. You're like, oh yeah, just
I would probably make custom fanny packs. That'd be my side
have
job.
to.
That'd be my side gig, yeah.
Okay.
that's a
Dude,
requirement of being the
badminton
#1 badminton
is
player.
fun too. It's just like, it's like tennis, but like you pretend like you're in the Matrix almost, because it's just.
See, instead of the really aggressive screams that tennis players do, with badminton, it's just
How
I
do you
feel
even
like they
spell
prob-
badminton?
BADMINTON.
Badminton. I'm actually gonna look this up right now. Who's the best badminton player? There's a whole bunch that come up.
See, perfect.
That's a
Lin
because
Dan. He's nicknamed Super Dan.
Oh,
Oh,
of
oh.
course.
Ooh, we're coming for you. I'm
Super
starting my
Dan?
career right now. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm Dirty Dan. I'll be that.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
It's that time once again. Time to talk some relationship stuff. And today we got some pretty neat stuff. Have you ever called your significant other anything other than their name?
Of course.
Okay. What do you call?
But I think it's it's weird for me because I'm Lithuanian, but my girlfriend's very Southern, so I've just kind of caught myself saying these very Southern like nicknames. I'll be like, I'll say darling.
Oh my God.
I do like that one. I want to use that
I'll
one
say
more.
yes, darling. Dear.
See, I thought you were going to go off on a tangent and tell us all the Lithuanian pet names.
Oh,
that
yeah.
I don't
like-
even know. Like, that's a good question. Like, what do Lithuanians?
Yeah.
I feel like they
Look
would.
it up.
They would come up with. I'll try, man. I can't guarantee that I'll find.
See, those pet names are already better than the ones you mentioned earlier.
I'm
that
just
you
I enjoy the food pet names.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I think those are really funny
Wait.
and they can be cute.
Okay, so what? Okay, like give us an example though.
Spinach puff.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you know.
not,
Ew.
To be
so
fair, that one comes from the Emperor's New Groove because Kronk
Okay.
like has the spinach puffs. But I like popcorn shrimp.
No, hold on. Why would you call someone popcorn shrimp?
Bro, everything you're saying, it's not even like it's not like a candy. It's not like
Okay, my
No,
little
it's just like-
my little
sweet.
popcorn.
my little spinach popcorn. My little.
No, don't. That's not right.
You be like
My little
little
chimichanga.
my little tartar sauce.
That's what I'm saying. You can do anything.
But that's not
My little peanut brittle.
peanut butter. Do not.
I'm just saying. I think the
Okay.
food names are cute and kind of funny. Like I'm all for the funny. I think that's. Because you could just go off the deep end. You could just go. I don't know. Hey horseradish or something like. I don't know.
No.
I think you can have a lot of fun with it instead of just the
mentioned either.
basic baby or darling or dear. Hey, how's my little popcorn shrimp doing today?
I would. Personally, I'm just not a huge fan of pet names. Like, I don't really like them most of the time, especially food ones. That, oh my goodness, I don't want to be called food. That bothers me. Like, it's great that you found someone like that thinks those are funny, because I don't. Like, no.
You're cringing every single time I've said one of those. Your voices get higher.
I found some Lithuanian,
good.
like, so I was kind of hard because there was actually giving me like pet names, you know. So I was like, but there's some here that I'm seeing like that I think I've heard used on me. So you have like
Wow.
which is there's some that are like obvious, like darling, sweetheart, love, and there's some that are more like, I would have never thought of that, like son, like not like child, but like the sun, right? So they say.
Hey, son.
Salute means, like, if you're saying this to a girl, like, you're my sun, like you're my shining light or something like that.
Okay,
Maybe that's what that means. You have, let's see, Brangioi, Brangusis, and then
Come on, Dovy, you're Lithuanian. Do better.
Brangusis is the male version. I don't know how to pronounce the female version though, but it means darling. And then you have Meshkuta. I like that one. Meshkuta means little bear.
See, animals. Those are better pet names
Yeah,
than
but-
food.
So that's cute. There's some in here that, and then pupa, it means bean.
Bean?
For some reason.
What was it?
Bean? Like just
Pupa.
Poopa.
Yeah.
Hey, Poopa, how you doing today?
And then Meluta, which means just honey, sweetheart. And then Majuta means just like little one. I guess if you were talking to a child, maybe.
yeah. See, that's my other pet peeve is when people call me like little or like any nickname that would reference me being a small human. It just and it annoys me, honestly. It's just
See,
like,
yeah.
I know that I'm small. Like, why do we have to bring it up all the time, kind of thing, you know? It just
I just
don't
like the
it.
word. I think if you put the word little in front of a food pet name, it works.
No.
How's my?
Still doesn't.
I just think it works.
My little popcorn shrimp.
Yeah.
My little chicken parmesan.
How's my lamb chop doing today? See?
Oh no.
That's just
no.
like
no.
you're picking like the greasy. You're picking like.
I am because I'm having a
you
lot of fun with it.
shouldn't- it's my little mashed potatoes and gravy. Like
That's too long.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, marshmallow. That's a good one.
Marshmallow, you'd be
marshmallow is okay compared to.
I don't know though, because marshmallows are like kind of big, so then I feel like a lot of women would be.
You just said you don't want the word little in front. That's why you put, hey,
But it's
little
the
marshmallow.
opposite situation there, where
Then
it's
you-
like, well, what are you trying to say
I'm
here?
just- I like
you
marshmallows.
just. It depends on the person, really.
It does,
Some
because
people-
I have a lot of fun with these. I always try and come up with different ones. Pretzel bite. That's one.
Pretzel.
I'm trying to think of them.
Pretzel bite.
That's a good one, yeah.
my.
How's my salty pretzel bite doing today?
Why they gotta be salty, bro?
I was like, well, I wasn't
that-
salty, but I.
That's what a pretzel is.
That's crazy. You like salt. You sound like you just like salty foods, like savory stuff. So you like come up with nicknames that are based off of the things that you like to.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, it's different.
My
you know,
little-
it's nice. It's unique. It's not.
My little Pop-Tart.
Oh my.
We got Lumineer's new song, Gloria, here on the Morning App.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
It wouldn't be a whole show if we didn't talk any type of Marvel or movie things. And so to end it, I was watching Infinity War this weekend, and I heard you all watched Marvel movies as well, which is pretty neat.
We gotta get caught up, you know. Especially my roommate and I have been trying to go through them in chronological order, so we can kind of get more of the backstory. We skipped the Incredible Hulk though for obvious reasons, because
What?
Yeah, dude, there's totally movies you can skip.
No, but that's...
I'm trying to...
It's not really, it doesn't really add anything to the plot line other than get his origin story,
Yeah.
which, you know,
like
we
it.
know.
I kind of want to make a list and just post it on our Facebook page of like my recommendation of what movies to watch in what order.
Go for
I
it.
kind of
though.
want to try that.
Do it.
So that way, that's not like every single movie.
Yeah,
like
just
if you have
the ones important to the plot.
if you have a friend that hasn't seen any of them and they want to see Endgame, like this is I want to make a list where it's just here you go. This is what you show them. This is so you can minimize the marathon time. And if they want, they can watch the stuff in between, but something in a certain order.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
We
Try
watched
that.
Iron Man 2 though. It wasn't the best one, but it was
Iron Man 3
it
is
was good to the-
underrated.
Oh, Iron Man 3's garbage.
Dude, what? It's so
terrible, but
different.
it's-
It's so good, dude.
Okay.
We'll talk about that later.
we considered
talk about our,
skipping
like,
that
top
one, so I
5
don't know.
Most underrated films,
No,
maybe right
top
before the
5
movie
worst
comes
Marvel
out.
movies that they've made, but
What's the worst one then? If you don't think it's Incredible Hulk, then what do you think the worst one is?
Dude, Thor.
I don't remember.
The first
The Dark
Thor.
World.
The
No,
first one.
Thor.
Dark
The Dark
World
World might be
is-
bad. The first
Yeah,
one,
or
was
maybe
pretty
the
good.
Dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
The second Thor is.
I don't remember. I got to think about that. That's something I got to think about.
Okay.
But no, I was watching Infinity War, and my parents are oblivious. My dad walks in, he's like, "I thought they all were dead. How are they here?"
Oh my.
And I'm like, "Dad, that hasn't even happened yet, and they don't all die." He's like, "What do you mean they don't all die?" And I'm like, "Only half of them dies." He's like, "No, they're all dying." He doesn't get it. And then we showed him the Joker trailer, and he was like, "This looks boring."
Oh.
That hit me right here. I'm like, "What do you mean it looks boring?"
I mean, what are you gonna do?
He's like, "It
You
looks
know,
boring." Like,
he needs cowboys and stuff. Maybe I don't know.
No, I just don't know. He's just out of it.
Western.
It just bothers me when like parents or adults are like, "I don't get it." Right?
Man,
What-
I guess I don't
But
know.
some of their, I don't know. Sometimes my parents will be like, "This is a great movie," and then we'll watch it, and I'm like, "This is terrible." So sometimes it's just a generational, like, different
Dude, you
taste
gotta-
kind of thing.
It's true. The majority of it is just being interested in the comic books and the
Yeah.
video games and all the stuff that came before the movies. You know.
I want to be a hit parent. I want to be into what my kids are into. I do. I want to be.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, it
No,
does.
it doesn't. You can't just choose that
Unless
life.
it's Star Wars, but
wanna
then
be with
even
it.
then it's
Yeah.
becomes boring because you
Get
try to
out.
accommodate. Dude, we can talk about that later.
Get.
The most
Okay.
underrated,
We're signing
the
off.
most overrated
We're signing off,
movie
Dovy.
series on the planet.
Mike's cut off. That's going to do it for the morning app. We'll be back on Wednesday.
It stinks.